I'm hoping that someone on the other side can help me with this. I'm hoping there's someone that can really help me with this. I mean, I would highly appreciate it if anyone on the other side could kind of help me with this problem. And you can drop suggestions in the box, the suggestion box or the comment box, or you leave comments. But this is what problem I have, you see. The problem I have is when I have a desire in my heart. When I have a desire in my heart for something, is it, or I have a thought in my mind, how do I know that this is my own thought or my own desire? Or is this a thought or a desire that God put in my heart, that the Most High put in my heart, the Most High Elohim? So how do I know a difference it's like this? When there's a desire that's in my heart, then I desire something. When I desire something, so if I desire something, is that desire, how do I know that this desire is from the Most High God of heaven, the Most High Elohim? How do I know the difference between a desire that God put in my heart and my own desire in my heart? Or how do I know the difference between a thought that God put in my mind, or if I have a thought is my own thinking, or who put it there? I'm hoping, I don't think that, but when I have a desire that's in my heart, when I desire for something, I'd like to make sure I know what that desire is. Is that my own desire, or is that God's desire that He put in my heart? Because if it's my own desire, I know it's not ever going to happen if it's my own desire. But I do know that if God is the one that put that thought, or God is one that put that desire in my heart, it's liable to come true, because it's a desire. It's not really my own desire. It's a desire a desire of God's, that God put this desire in my heart, or I should call him Yah, because that's his real name, Yahuwah. That desire that Yah or Yahuwah has put in my heart. And so I have a desire in my heart. And how do I know that that's a desire that Yahuwah put in my heart? Or is that just my own desire? So is there a distinction? Is there a distinction? I'll give an example distinction. Like when they read Leviticus chapter 11, Yah is saying to his people, Yahuwah is saying to his people, the Jewish people, the Israelites, he's saying, the only fish you can eat are those that have fins and scales. You're only to eat those that have fins and scales. So a fish that has scales but no fins, it's not kosher. A fish that has scales but no fins is not kosher. And if it's a fish that has fins but no scales, it's not kosher. The only kind of fish that is kosher is any kind of fish that has both fins and scales. So it has to be a fish that has both fins and scales, and so that's kosher. And so if I have a desire in my heart, how do I know it's not my own desire? Or is it that desire that God put in my heart, or Mosai put in my heart? Is it that desire that the Mosai has put into my heart? Same thing with that thought. How do I know whether it's just my own thought versus a thought that the Most High God of heaven put in my heart, the Most High Yahuwah? And how do I know the differences are distinction to look for? Because if it's my own desire, it's liable not to come to pass because it's only my own desire and not the desire of Yah. But if it's Yah's the one that put that desire in my heart, and Yah's the one that put that thought in my mind, it's liable to come to pass because it's His will for me. I mean, I know He created me and put me on this earth for a reason. And many times I've asked the Most High, what's the reason you created me? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do on this earth? You created me for a reason. I know that both is the reason that you created me and put me on this earth. What do you want me to do, Most High? What's the reason you put me on this earth? What's your reason? What do you want me to do? And they say that the Most High, Elohim, the Most High Elohim, they say He can speak to your heart, but He's not spoken to my heart, or maybe He has spoken to my heart, but how do I know when Elohim is speaking to my heart? How do I know that the thought that is in my mind is really a thought that the Most High put there, a desire that's in my heart? How do I know it's His desire or a desire that He put there, or is it just my own desire? And how do I know the difference? So if someone on the other side knows these things and can, just leave a comment and they can read the comment, that will help me to better, will help me to better know these things. Because many times I'm disappointed because I figure that the Most High, He never spoke to my heart. Maybe He did speak to my heart, but how do I know when the Most High is even speaking to my heart, when He's even speaking to my mind? I have a desire, like I have certain desires in life, and I just like to make sure that these are according to the will of the Most High. I like to make sure that, are you going to bring it to pass, Most High? Most High, are you going to bring this to pass? Is this your desire or my desire? Because if it's not my desire, I know it won't come to pass. But if this is your desire for me in my life, it's like I know, Most High, I know it will come to pass if it's your desire for me in my life. I know it will come to pass. But then, it almost like does put that desire in my heart. How do I know that that's a desire he put there, or it's just a desire of my own? How do I know the difference between my own desire and perhaps a desire that was put in my heart by God the Most High, Yahuwah, or some call him Yahweh, meaning that self-existed one. So if I have a desire for something in my heart, if I desire and I have certain desires in my heart, how do I know that they're not my own desires, or are they really desires that were put there by the Most High because that's His will for me in my life? And will it come to pass? Because if I'm not desiring, if my desire in my heart is not Yah's desire for me, it just doesn't come to pass. Where if what I'm desiring in life is Yah's desire for me, it will come to. It's more likely to come to pass, not because it's my own desire, but it's because the desire of Yah, and He is planted that seed in my heart. So I like to call this video the garden of my heart, and who's the culprit, who's the guilty one. And if I find who's the guilty one that planted those seeds in my heart, I'm not gonna punish the guilt, the one that planted the seeds in my heart. If anything, if I ever find those who planted those seeds in my heart, I'm not gonna punish them. I'm gonna reward them. I'm gonna be very happy. Now I suspect that God is the one. I suspect that God is the one that planted those seeds in my heart. And oh no, I'm not gonna punish God. If anything, I'll reward God because I'm happy if He has planted those seeds in my heart. I just want to make sure now. I just want to make sure that God plants such seeds in my heart. And how do I know that God planted those seeds in my heart? How do I know He put those desires in my heart, those thoughts in my mind? How do I really know they're from? I'd like to make sure that they're all from God. That they're all from Yahuwah, Elohim, Yahweh, the great Elohim. Praise be His name, Elohim. But I've been struggling and struggling. Now I'd like to be sure now that those seeds planted in the garden of my heart are not my own desires, but are they God's desires? Are they the seeds that God planted in my heart? Those desires that are in my heart, are they the Most High's desires for me in my life? Because if Yah's the one that planted those desires in my heart, it's liable to come to pass because it's not really my desire, but Yah's desires that Yah has planted into my heart. And so this is why I'd like to make sure that the desires of my heart are the desires that Yah put them there. Because if they are the desires that Yah put there, it's likely that yes, it will come to pass. Where if it's just my own desires, it's not likely to come to pass, because if they're my own desires, then they're not Yah's desires, it's just my own desires. And so it's not likely to come to pass. But if it's Yah's desires that Yah put in the garden of my heart, it's likely that it will come to pass. So these seeds that they've been planted in the garden of my heart, is there a way that I can know whether God put these seeds there, God put these desires there, or these are just my own thoughts, my own desires, my own seeds? And I'd like to be able to know who is responsible, because if I find out who's responsible, I'm not going to punish. If anything, I'm going to reward whoever put those seeds there, because if God is the one that put those seeds there, I won't even be able to thank him enough. I'd be like, you know something, God, or Yah, I can't even thank you enough, God. I can't even thank you enough, Yah. So if someone could please help me so that they can tell whether this desire is really from the Most High, and how do I know when the Most High is speaking to my heart and speaking to my mind? Thoughts that are in my mind, are they from the Most High, or are they just my own thoughts? Are those desires in my heart from the Most High God of heaven, or are they just my own desires? And how do I tell the difference between whether it's a desire that God put there, or a desire that God put there, or is it the desire of my own? And how am I able to tell the difference between whether it's something that God put there, or something that's just my own desire, my own thought? So thank you, and God bless.